Buttered chicken, but vegan. Take the pressed tofu and tear it into chunks. Add your olive oil and your cornstarch.
Add the tofu to a lined baking sheet.
Now bake your tofu. Let's make the creamy sauce now. Add your vegan butter, add your onions. Saute your onions for 3 to 4 minutes. Add your garlic and ginger, curry powder, garam masala, paprika, coriander, pinch of salt, tomato paste, full fat coconut milk.
And simmer for 10 minutes.
Add your baked tofu.
And stir it.
You're gonna wanna try this.
Weather outside is frightful.
2 potatoes. Cut a circle. Boil for 30 minutes until they turn soft. Go through iced water. Then, my favorite way to mash a potato is using a garlic press. Mix mashed potatoes, glutinous rice flour, cornstarch or potato starch, salt and pepper. Knead the dough until smooth. Roll and cut into the shape you like. You can use a fork to press some pattern. Deep fry over medium heat for 5 minutes until they turn light golden. Then deep fry over high heat for 30 more seconds until they turn golden brown. Chili powder or ketchup.
My husband said he was impressed with the fake KFC fried chicken made out of flour I made yesterday, so I wanted to impress him even more with a meatless burger. Not me secretly trying to turn my husband into a vegan. I'm not totally convinced he liked the fake fried chicken. Because after he tasted the fake fried chicken, he asked what it was? Who asks that? I'm sorry, I was offended. Especially after spending hours in the kitchen making him a healthy meal. So I'm making this a mission, for him to not question the food I cook for him ever again. Pray for him. Oh my God, he's back home from work, time to serve him. Hope he doesn't question it again.
In Oaxaca, they have a delicious dish called molotes. To make it, let's start by browning soy chorizo, then we're going to mash potatoes into it, season to taste. Make masa by combining equal parts masa flour and warm water. Knead, then we're going to form a disc. Add some of the fillings, sprinkle some cheese, seal, then give it this shape, long and oval. Fry until golden brown. They're going to puff up. Then you want to top with black refried beans, crema, and salsa.
Did I just turn an onion into steak? I sure did. My husband really enjoyed the cauliflower steak I made the other night. So today he asked me to make him a delicious steak. I can't believe he asked me to make steak again, because that means he's really enjoying my vegan meals. So I ran to the kitchen to accomplish his request as always. He's home, it's time to serve my king.
Lately, I've been getting a lot of people asking me why I'm vegan because I don't really fit in the perception of like a healthy, smoothie drinking vegan. I don't love telling people why I'm vegan because people always feel like they're being judged or they get super defensive, but frankly, the animal industry is pretty awful and I realize that you can eat delicious food while doing as much as you can to abstain from contributing to that industry. And this is coming from someone who ate a lot of meat growing up. My dad's favorite food was sushi and hot pot with extra seafood and meat, so we ate a lot of meat. I would help my mom with chopping veggies, scaling and cutting fish, prepping meat for dinner. All this to say, I never thought I would go vegan. My motivations for going vegan are ethical and environmental. Mass deforestation for animal feed production, battery cage practices, culling of male chicks, how the dairy industry is what enables the veal industry to exist. It's a lot. Once I realized that so many of the foods that I love, like creamy, meaty stroganoff, could be veganized, I decided that I could eat delicious food without someone dying for my dinner. I started seeing animals as individuals with personalities and desires to live. They became some ones instead of some things to me. Cows are essentially giant grass puppies. I've met turkeys who love to cuddle, pigs love belly rubs, and ducks and chickens often have mates or best friends and follow each other around. Now, that doesn't negate the fact that I loved eating meat. Animal products taste good, and I like tasty food, which is why I generally eat the same way I ate before I went vegan, just without the animal products.
So the water you find in a can of chickpeas is called Aquafaba. I know it smells funky, but just give it a chance because when you whip it up with a hand mixer, it actually turns into this really wonderful meringue type thing. It'll take on any flavor that you add to it, so don't get freaked out by the smell.
If you don't like vegetables, try making them into pasta sauce. My husband requested hot dogs for dinner, so he's getting carrots. Season and cook your carrots. Mustard and ketchup. A delicious vegan hot dog.
I decided to surprise my husband with one of his favorite vegan dinners so dinner would be ready when he got home from a long day of work. There's a misconception that vegans can't get enough protein, and there's definitely a stigma about men who are vegan. My husband decided to go plant-based about 6 months after me. He was skeptical at first, but he's been vegan for the past 6 years. This spaghetti and vegan meat sauce is one of those hearty, comforting, nourishing meals that he loves. I showed him that you can eat plant-based meals like this and not miss having meat or miss out on protein. And I'm here to show you the same thing, so follow me for plant-based inspiration.
chicken scallops with miso garlic butter pasta. This is a king oyster mushroom and we're gonna turn it into a scallop. Size usually doesn't matter, but for this recipe, go big. Cut the stem into scallop shapes, like so, and then score one side in a crisscross pattern. Then add vegan butter to a pan and place your scallops face down until they're nice and golden, and look how pretty they are. I also forgot that I was gonna add garlic, so do that when you add the butter. I'm just adding mine a little bit late, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of thinned out white miso paste to the pan. Cook it down, and if you want to, you can deglaze it with a little bit of sake or white wine. Now we're gonna make the pasta, so salt your water, add your pasta of choice. I'm using gluten-free spaghetti and reserving a little bit of pasta water. For the sauce, we're adding some butter to a pan again with some sliced garlic this time. We're also gonna add some chili flakes, a little more, and some black pepper along with our cooked pasta. Then we're gonna toss to coat and add a little bit of pasta water if needed. And we're gonna finish it with some fresh parsley. And that's how you make